Yo, yo, yo. What is good, everyone? Hopefully, you're all having a good one so far. Let me just lower the audio so it's actually, what's it called? Actually listenable, you know. And let me switch things around, get everything all set up. Lower this on my end a bit so I can hear better. And, boom. Nope, the camera's not on yet. Hold up. I thought I activated it, but I guess not. I guess not. Boom. There we go. We are not live. We're alive. Hopefully everyone is having a good one so far. I am very excited for this new chapter because personally, I don't really know what's going to happen with the reveal of these two new God Knights characters, which I think is really cool. I like being in that mystery kind of area with One Piece, where Oda could kind of do anything, and, you know, we're on Oda's wild ride, as I like to say kind of oftenly. Oda's wild ride, we're here. I've been doing this for over 100 chapters plus, and I just know, like, something crazy is going to happen. I don't really know what's going to happen, but something crazy is going to happen. Now, my general expectations are, well, last we saw, Scopper, he ditched. He gave them the key. He did give them the key. But is the Loki plotline going to be, like, built up already? I don't think so. I think we're probably going to cut back to, like, Robin or, like, I don't know, like any of the other Straw Hats, realistically. Because I feel like if we're going to get that Loki plotline, you know, finale thing, I feel like it'll be a bit later. Not, like, immediately. Because I feel like Oda really wants to, like, hold that, you know, mystery of, like, what's Loki really up to. So, personally, I don't think we're going to get a resolution for that. What I'm kind of thinking, like I said, is, like, something with Robin, or, you know what, actually, no, probably not with Robin, because we already got the Harley stuff, and that in itself is a mystery. So, more likely than not, Usopp, Sanji, Brook, you know, them. We're probably going to focus on them, and out of them, obviously, Usopp. So that's what I'm thinking right now. It could be cool to see Usopp talk with all the giants and all that. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. I'm excited for that. I need my guy Usopp to get some love. You know, of course. It's his arc at the end of the day. So, I'm very excited. Looking forward to Usopp. Hoping for Usopp. I need Usopp. So that's what I'm thinking right now. But, I'm trying to think of other possibilities. Because the God Knights could just come in. But they're after the children. So why would they go after the feast where a lot of the children aren't there? That does make sense. It does make sense. And Shamrock is leaving. Maybe he does something on his way out that's, like, crazy. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm just spitballing some expectations, obviously. But obviously, there's a lot here. There's a lot that could happen. I'm trying to narrow down what I think will happen versus won't. I'm leaning towards Usopp. So let's hope for Usopp. That's my hopes. So with that, I say we get right into it. Just like last week, we are reading the official because I was a bit busy this weekend. Let's see. Not this weekend, over the past few days. Alright. And the last chapter was really great because my girl Ulti is back. Love her. And hopefully we see more of her. We do. We do. So I'm gonna... I just immediately saw the cover page and I didn't read it yet. I just see Ulti. So I'm very excited. Let me just check everything to make sure it's all good. It seems like everything is good in the what's it called? The audio department. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Should be good. Okay. Alright. One Piece, 1141. An older woman. Okay. So, immediately, I don't want to say it, but immediately, I am thinking maybe Big Mom or something. I don't know. That could be crazy. But I feel like that's a bit of a reach. An older woman. Interesting title. Alright. And we're back on Yamato's cover story. We see Who's Who is stepping on top of page 1 holding a sword right around their like neck and face area. And it looks like he's already been beat up quite a bit. It looks like there's blood splatters on the ground, which is crazy. Can't see through the tears of anger, and that's Ulti. Like furious, like so angry that she's crying. Really cool. I like how we literally get to see what she sees from the last chapter. I really enjoyed that. So we see a bunch of cat people as well. Little side thing real quick. I saw this one really cute fan art of Who's Who's like cat themed group, and there was this little smug grandma looking character, and I was like, who are you, cat grandma? Who are you? And I literally spent like 30 minutes looking through the manga for any funny little cat grandma. She was very smug, and I liked it. Turns out she's an anime exclusive character, but what's really interesting is that some of the people in this cover story right here, specifically this like really buff guy with the half mask, is also anime only. So that's interesting. Cat grandma, looking out for you. Hopefully you're a character that exists. That'd be cool. But with that, chapter 1141, an older woman. Let's get into it. Also, the people in the back are screaming kill for getting rid of page 1. Cool. All right. Double page. Not a double page. I'm stupid. Let's see. Gigantic diamonds, gold ingots, pearls. Those are the only reasons I walked around that stupidly enormous castle. Ultra rare Nami. Don't bring that up. The ultra rare gag is kind of funny. What do I care about this Loki monster or whatever? Loki? Diamonds? Oh, those are the 2 passed out guards. So they brought them along. Loki? Diamonds? Nothing. Ignore her. What you 2 need right now is rest. Maybe take it easy with all the hot button words, ultra rare Nami. I want treasure. The ultra rare gag is interesting, because is that like their equivalent of the Tasso thing? Because I remember reading it and it would be Tasso, and that was like an idolization kind of thing, if I remember correctly. So that's interesting. That's ultra rare, because that is kind of like that. Okay, we're coming back to Frankie. Oh, Frankie. Adam Tree Tour. There's more to see than I even imagined. So as you can tell, we live in the branches of this enormous tree, each of which has its own long history. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. So we're getting into the more of the world building stuff, which is going to be, it's going to be a fire chapter probably. And then we see this branch here, but it's like destroyed. Oh my god, and we see them all the way in the distance, which is probably like hundreds and hundreds of feet away. And we see this whole branch with like a very hollowed out inside. That's interesting that it's like hollow. That's very interesting to me, because that means it could easily burn or something. Whoa, what's this one? Long ago, there was a village called Haugen on that branch. One day, lightning struck the village and started a fire. But when a branch gets old, the fire just never goes out. In order to ensure that it didn't spread to the other branches, they had to cut it off, village included. Wow. Boy, that had to be a real tough call to make. I guess even Adam can get old and decrepit. You might say that the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning, in fact. What? Why do you say it like that? You might say that the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning, in fact. That's a very strange way to, like, phrase that. Fire and light. So, obviously, my immediate thoughts on that are Enel. Obviously, a lot of people think Enel could come back because of his connections with the sky. This place is really big. We're now getting this stuff with lightning. Connections to the past. Enel, Skypiea, connections to the past. Interesting. Interesting. Fire and lightning is also interesting to me. Because fire, obviously, if that entire bottom area of Elbaf is ice, fire would not only burn the tree, it would melt all the ice. That could lead to some crazy stuff. And lightning is really interesting, because obviously the Enel thing, but when you think of like Norse mythology, in a lot of people's minds, the first person they think of is Thor, who's the god of like thunder and lightning and all that stuff. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, let's continue. During the feast. Okay, so we're cutting around everywhere. Usopp's drunk. Where you been, Nami? I don't see Louis or Lolo either. Louis. I like Louis. Probably exploring. Oh, okay. Niche? Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, I gotta get back into my... Like, I'm trying to think of how he's pronouncing it. Jaru. This is our genius navigator. Ah, and what a beauty she is. Hey, watch it, you old perv. Shay, what's your ideal type of woman? Boshashasha. My favorite type. An older woman. Okay, so that's where that comes in. That doesn't exist. You're the oldest person in the world. Da ha ha ha. Let me check something real quick. Yo, what's good, Nasty Ninja? Let me check something real quick. Sorry, I heard a noise coming from the background. We're good to go. An older woman. That doesn't exist. You're the oldest person in the world. Da ha ha ha. He's like smacking the sword in his head? Yow! Chief Jarl. Hey, don't you touch Chief Jarl's sword, Usopp. No, you shut up, Dory. Is there no hero who will draw Excalibur from its sheath? That is crazy. That's crazy. To me, oh my god. Oh my god. That's really interesting. That's really interesting, because for so long, I've wanted Usopp to get his... He literally even said Excalibur from its sheath. That is like... That is amazing, because so many people think he's going to get a power-up of some kind. Whether it's, you know, him becoming like a true Captain Usopp, like leader of the Giants, all that. But this is really interesting, because one of my things I kind of predicted was that he would have like a sword and stone moment. And for example, let's just use Excalibur as a perfect example. Obviously, it's not literally Excalibur, but the fact that Oda is literally saying, who will draw Excalibur from its sheath, right? It's meant to be something that's seemingly impossible. Like, you shouldn't touch this. This is not, don't do this. Usopp being the one to do it on accident possibly, like in this right here, this moment, because he's obviously completely wasted. So that's cool, because this goes really in tune with what I was thinking. How Usopp isn't going to be the hero by like being brave. He's going to be the hero by being himself. And Usopp, you know, he is pretty wasted right now, but he is definitely being himself because he's happy. He's on Elbaf. This is literally his entire dream so far in the story has been to get here. So it's only fitting that his dream of being a brave warrior of the sea would also start to really unfold here, of all places. And could that be by being this hero who will draw Excalibur from its sheath? Possibly. Possibly. So this is very, very interesting to me. I am intrigued, though, because the thing that many people expect Usopp to, you know, get out of Elbaf is like a hammer thing, like a Mjolnir, because of Usopp's gag with the hammer. That's been a thing throughout many, many, many arcs of the series. And obviously the hammer, you know, Mjolnir is a lightning hammer thing. Is that maybe what was used to break off the branch? That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Or it could be that really big sword that we saw when we first saw Elbaf, the massive sword. That could be cool. Anyway, is there no hero who will draw Excalibur from its sheath? You better not. He'll die of blood loss. Hoo, boy, he's really wasted. Oh, even Brooks draw. Okay, he's really wasted. So are you. I can't blame him for getting carried away. It's been his lifelong dream to come to this place. Wahaha. He seems to be having the time of his life. I like how Brook is like doing like a hacky sack like kicking thing with his own head. That's really cool. Oh, he says yo ho ho. So he's drunk as well. I like that. Oh, we're cutting to Sanji. So Sanji, he's in the midst of all the giants. You know, he's loving it. Wait a second. Where did Gerd get off to? Okay, so we're definitely cutting away to Gerd, probably. What is Gerd up to? Oh, Gerd's a doctor. So Roto took them to Gerd. Okay. Compression fractures in the limbs. And this one seems to have been injured by something sharp. Could this have been caused by some small but powerful human weapon? What happened? Explain it to me. These are the castle guards. That's not a good sign. Small but powerful human weapon. Oh, so that's Gunko and Shamrock. Okay. The something sharp, probably the arrow stuff. These are the castle guards. That's not a good sign. I swear, I was only going there for inspiration and fashioning the details of my block castle when I noticed the shattered gates and the guards on the floor inside. Oh, so they know about the castle? That's so funny. You look awfully sweaty. Is it hot out today? I wish he'd just stare at me forever. Oh, I hate Roto so much. He's so... Let's wake the guards up so I can hear what they have to say. No. Give them plenty of rest. Well, then I'll just have to report you to Chief Jarl. But why ruin such a joyful feast? It wouldn't be right to bring unconfirmed fears to the village's attention when everyone is already in such a festive mood. And Gerd just looks at him like, We must wait until the ultra-rare Straw Hats return. If they find out about this business with Loki, I'll be treated like an accomplice. And I've always wished we could release Loki and have him leave this island forever. Let him rampage elsewhere for all I care. That's really interesting. I've always wished we could release Loki and have him leave this island forever. Let him rampage elsewhere. Okay. So that's interesting to me because it seems like if that was to happen, people wouldn't care. Like, at least that's from what I can tell. Because Loki is like the cursed prince of Elbaf and all this. But if he's not on Elbaf, will they really care? And I like this line. Have him leave. Leave is like bolded out of all this dialogue. Is that like foreshadowing? Because we saw in the in the Harley mural that Loki was there. Loki was there with Luffy, with characters like, well, not literally Momonosuke, but people from Wano, people from Zou. Like, Loki was literally there. He looked identical to this drawing. So, obviously, have him leave this island forever. Is Loki, well, obviously he's going to be in the final war if he's on this prophecy. But how deep is this going? Like, the leaving aspect. Because obviously, people really like him. People really like Loki. So, I'm intrigued. Intrigued to see how far they're kind of going with that. There's just one thing that troubles me. I don't think it's right to ignore the report of an intruder who looks like red hair. Out with it already. Oh, and so Gur just smacks him. Smacks him with his axe. We see it in the background here. The look setup panel. Out with it already. Tell me what you're hiding. Punish me. Oh god. Okay. Very interesting though. The leave the island thing. It kind of reminds me a bit of, okay, this might sound crazy, but it kind of reminds me of like Usopp. It kind of does, because the people in Usopp's village really didn't like him, outside of, you know, the Usopp kids and Kaya. It seemed like literally everyone else thought he was like a nuisance and annoying, and that they didn't want him around. To me, Loki is kind of giving that with this, and have him leave the island forever. Very interesting. Oh, we are cutting to Loki. Okay, I didn't expect this. Cool. I kind of wanted more Usopp, to be honest. I would like more of Usopp in Elbaf, especially after that nice setup with the Excalibur thing. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, but let's continue. Loki. We're back with the key. So the pacing, breakneck speed. Here we go. The underworld. Hey, Luffy. This doesn't match what you were saying. I know. Something changed. Even the animals got messed up. You guys okay? Loki, what happened? Who did this to you? This giant's huge. Talk to me, Loki. Oh, he's breathing. Don't use the key yet. Something's wrong here, Luffy. Look how hurt he is. He's not going to be able to cause any damage. Come on, Zoro, help me. Oh. Oh, this thing is... Oh. The cuff is Sea Prism. That's why he got so weak out of nowhere. I was like, Luffy's struggling to hold up this key. So the cuffs are made of Sea Prism stone. And what's with the huge animals? Chill out, Luffy. Not yet. A giant is dying, man. A giant is dying, man. We have to save him. Okay, I think it's like this. A giant is dying, man. We have to save him. I never talked to this guy, and I've only heard bad things about him. That's not my problem, though. All I know is that if an ore-sized supergiant starts raising hell, it's going to be a major problem, even for Elbaf. Oh, Loki's talking. Give me a second. So Loki says, give me a second. And Zoro, like, kicks the crap out of him. Which is really weird that Zoro kicked him. Obviously, well, maybe Zoro kicked him because it's, like, a blunt attack. Like, a very blunt force attack. So Zoro isn't really skilled at that. So he's trying to do something to, like, to poke the bear, essentially. Okay. What are you doing, Zoro? And Loki, he's like, winces in pain. We see like one of those classic like spark things, and it seems like his breath is like hot. Like his breath is really hot. Like even compared to before, like it's like smoke is like building out of him. We see it as well with this other panel with Zoro, but like Loki, it's like a smokestack essentially. He screams in agony. So much so that the scream goes off of one panel into another panel. Really cool. Really cool. Okay, so the injuries and blood are real. He doesn't seem to be acting. What do you think? He died! So he slumps back over again. Luffy thinks he died. If he's dead, then he wasn't meant to survive. That's messed up. Here, we'll unlock the cuffs, but keep one of his legs still locked up with the sea prism stone. If he wakes up again, we could talk to him. Alright, maybe I'll go call for a chopper. Nah, it's too far to the library. Though, I'm pretty sure there was a doctor at the feast in the village. So Gerd. So Zoro's trying to get Loki to Gerd. Zoro's incredibly intelligent right now. Incredibly so. Because Luffy, he obviously is like, he made fun of Shanks. Why is he locked up? You know, like, Luffy's obviously a very emotional thinker, while Zoro is a lot more logical in comparison. So I'm liking this so far. I like this here. We'll unlock the cuffs, but keep one of his legs still locked up with the stone. So he'll essentially be able to walk around, but he can't use his devil fruit, whatever it is. Interesting. It's too far to the library. Oh, because Chopper's in the library. Okay. If that's how they find out we freed Loki, though, we're going to get kicked out of the country. If it happens, it happens. I'll go find the doctor. We'll need meat, too. Can't get better without food. You want meat? There's plenty of meat over there. Oh, the animals. No. Loki would never eat his animal friends. I can't believe he would say such a thing. There's plenty of meat over there. Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say that again. Oh, Luffy looks so scared. That little panel, he's so shocked. Oh, is that Loki screaming? Don't ever say that again. They're my friends. I'll hunt some different ones in the mountains. Oh, that could be Luffy. But all I'm saying is the fact that I literally couldn't tell who was who there. That's a sign. That's a sign. I'll hunt some different ones in the mountains. Meat is meat. No, those are friends, and you don't eat friends. Fine, fine. Jeez. But the doctor comes first. You wait here. Sure. Huh? Luffy's seeing something falling from the sky. We're doomed. What? Okay. Oh, so Gerd is here. Okay. Okay. So this is all the giant warrior pirates. Oh, with Sanji. So we got the monster trio here. Oh no. Something horrible is about to happen. No. So we literally have Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy all here with the giant warrior pirates. Oh, it's gonna go so bad. This is gonna go so bad. The island clouds will disappear down the underworld. All we need is a little bit of buoyancy before they vanish. Don't worry, Gerd. I'll save you. We don't have time to use the lift. It's an emergency. If Loki gets free, it'll be hell unleashed. Oh, someone's drunk. It says getched free. Okay. It's not working, though. We're gonna crash and die. I'm sorry, everyone. I made a mistake. We can't blame you. You were thinking of the fate of Elbaf. Goodbye, cruel world. Oh, and Luffy saved them with the Gum Gum balloon. Oh, Hyruden's like sobbing and crying. This is so cute. Straw Hats. We see it like coming through the goggles he has. That's adorable. Oh, but then he launches them away. He launches them away. And of course, yeah, that's perfect. Oops. I like how he says oops. Oh, who's that? Someone's screaming. Oh, they're all falling out of the ship. So there's Luffy. I can't tell who that is. Can I open this in a new tab? Will this work? Sorry, I just really want to see this. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. This, oh, that's so unfortunate. I really want to know who this is. How far can I zoom in on this? Oh, I can zoom in pretty far. Okay. That's Gerd. That's Gerd and probably Sanji, because Gerd is the axe. Okay, so Gerd and Sanji fall out, while the others are launched way high into the air. I'm assuming it's Sanji just because the figure is way smaller than the rest. Okay, interesting. Oh, there we go. All right. But thanks anyway. We only got severely injured instead of dying immediately. We were in such a panic. I'm glad we made it in time. Dude, Loki is huge. Like, even in comparison to Hyruden. And they're like, Hyruden's older than Loki. And Loki is ginormous. That's crazy. Oh my god. Here, I'm just gonna go back a bit. No wonder Zoro said that this giant's huge. Like, the scale here is insane. He did say oars sized. So we're even directly comparing it to oars with the chains, which is interesting. We were in such a panic. I'm glad we made it in time. Whatever you do, Straw Hat, don't free Loki. Well, he's definitely going to. We made Roto spill the beans. I'm sorry, Ultra Rare Luffy. You can't trust Loki. He's a cunning, cruel, vicious, backstabbing, and conniving villain. We've known Loki since we were children, and if he told you anything that made him sound sympathetic, then he's lying. He's the kind of beast who will kill a so-called friend at a moment's notice. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I remember very early in Elbaf, very early, I specifically said, is Loki and Hyruden meant to be a sort of... Is Loki Hyruden meant to be a Blackbeard Ace kind of scenario with these brothers? Brothers, obviously, is different when it comes to Loki and Hyruden, who are literally brothers, versus, like, Blackbeard and Ace. But this is very interesting. Like, this specific line here is very telling. He's the kind of beast who will kill a so-called friend at a moment's notice. That is Blackbeard. Blackbeard would do this. Blackbeard has done this. He's killed Thatch. He essentially killed, you know, many other people. Many other people. So, this is interesting. This is very interesting to me. And it makes it seem as though, like that this could be something. Especially with their goals of wanting to be, like, the king, essentially. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. He's the kind of beast who will kill a so-called friend at a moment's notice. He's an enemy of the world. Well, it's too late. And we see the chains, like, clanking. Hyruden is shook. Huh? Oh, this is going to be, like, a double-page spread or something. This is going to be crazy. Okay. Oh, that's so cold. That's so cold. That's awesome. That's awesome. And everyone is screaming, Loki! What? I thought he was passed out. Don't do it. Loki, take your hand off of Ragnir. Ragnir. Interesting name. Interesting name. Why Ragnir? Ragnir, like Mjolnir, but also like Ragnarok. Could be that. And a lot of people have this Ragnarok theory about how, like, this will be the thing that starts the final war, because Ragnarok is considered like the end of their mythology. Very interesting. This panel goes so hard. This goes so hard. I love it. Ragnir. Insanely interesting. And that's it. That's the end of the chapter. So there's a lot here. There's a lot here to talk about. One, did not expect this low-key plot line to be as immediate in a way. Very cool. I'm just gonna go like kind of retread a little bit. This stuff with Frankie, with the cutting of the tree, maybe that has something to do with Ragnar. That could be that. Because if Ragnar's like the end, I mean, not Ragnar, Ragnarok is like the end of Elbaf, well, if it's a big old sword, which I assume it is, because it looks like a big sword here. It looks like Guts from Berserk, or like Cloud from Final Fantasy, like one of these massive swords here, which could be cool. Why was this sword here? Maybe was the sword always there and I just didn't notice? Well, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check now. Like, now we could look it up. Overall, very good chapter. I would give it definitely like an 8 or something. Very good. Very good. Okay. Elbaf. Let's just look up Elbaf. I just want that picture. I just want to see the sword. Okay, the sword is not Ragnar. That sword is way too big to be Ragnar. That's what I wanted to see first. Because I was like, if Loki's picking up that giant sword, they are so cooked. They're so cooked. Very cool, though. Very, very cool. So. Alright, so. What I'm thinking is right now is that they are, I'm looking for the sword right now. So far, I can't find it. Let me see. Hope everyone is having a good one, by the way. Sorry I wasn't able to read the chat. I see we got a lot of people here. I appreciate you for hearing me ramble. You know, I appreciate that. Let's see. Now that we're actually done the chapter, we can do like speculations, theories, and stuff like that. Because there's a lot here. There's a lot here. Very excited. Also, I'm going to eat one of these candy things because I've been looking at them for a while and I'm getting somewhat hungry. Let's see. Like the stream, appreciate you. Hope you guys are all having a good week/weekend, with it being Sunday, obviously. I had a very chill day yesterday. I went out with some friends out of seemingly nowhere. All right, let's see. Joy Boy said everybody is acting strange. Are we talking about like Joy Boy theories? I assume, like the YouTuber. Do you have like more of a reasoning as to why? Okay, I'm back. The best talkers who interest me ramble. Well, there you go. The rambling is the key. Rambling is the key. Like the island might be affecting them. That's very interesting. I like the island affecting them angle, because obviously that goes to what was said. I think in like literally the first chapter of Elbaf. No. Wait, was it? It was one of the first. But it was the Louis Arnaud quote. It was that quote, and it said like, "Don't spend too much time here." So really cool, really cool. Zoro aggressive. I mean, Zoro is typically a rather like aggressive guy. So honestly, that didn't really shock me. What shocked me was him kicking Loki. That was kind of crazy. So I do get what you're saying, but Zoro is typically I wouldn't say he was even really aggressive. He was more just like, Luffy, do you like realize what you're doing right now? Because I don't know. I don't know. I get what you're saying, but I feel like Luffy is being like so 100% like, we're gonna help this guy, and not really giving it a second thought. And that's Luffy, to be fair. He's a very emotionally driven character, you know. But Zoro, I kind of get what you're saying with him. Well, Usopp is drunk. I'm gonna just give Usopp the pass immediately. He's drunk. So, you know, he's drunk. He's also probably very happy, so he just wants to get drunk anyway. I like the idea. Don't get me wrong. But I would like to see it more developed. I like the idea, though. Like, but with, like, in the case of Usopp, like, bro is just drunk. Like, he could be more emotional, but I don't know. I feel like this is just something that would naturally happen because he is a happy person right now and he's drunk, so he's just even more... See, he's more amplified because, well, you could say that's a throw-off, but, like, he's drunk. Like, are you gonna... If he wasn't drunk and he hit him, that would have been insane. That would have been actually crazy because he would never do that, but he's drunk. So, I don't know. I don't think you could say that's a throw-off to, like, dissuade what I'm saying, because drunk people act weird. That's how drunk people act. So, but with stuff like Zoro, like, there is something there, because would Zoro just randomly, like, kick this guy and say, I'm gonna kill these animals? Like, possibly. But would he, like, always, like, that's his normal go-to? I don't know. He also had that moment way earlier about, like, killing Rodo. That, I think, is crazier than what he said here. I remember it was the panel with the really menacing goggle shot. That was crazier than the kicking Loki thing. It was just like, bro, what? What are you talking about? But it's interesting, though. It's interesting. So yeah, overall, zoomed in a little bit. Overall, very good chapter. Lots of interesting setup. The stuff with Frankie and the tree, with Ragnar possibly being what, like, is the thing that's responsible for slicing down Elbaf. Very cool. Very cool. Obviously, they also bring up this, like, to, like, the most insane degree. Like, you might say the vulnerabilities of Elbaf are fire and lightning, in fact. Like, that was, like, Oda just talking to you and being like, you know, just so you keep that in mind. A little pin in it. That was cool. Love the Usopp stuff to death. Especially this. Is there no hero who will draw Excalibur from its sheath? Now, as much as that could be, like, a joke, what Oda tends to do is to build upon the beginning sections of the arc in a very eloquent way where it seems like something insignificant is significant. And I think that could be an example. Usopp wanting to be the hero. Not really, but, you know, a brave warrior of the sea, possibly being the one who defends the giants from whatever's going on, possibly with Loki. I don't know. And I could say that, but literally in this next page here with Rodo, it seems like Loki is more Usopp-like than ever, and have him leave the island forever mentality. Like, I don't know. Very interesting. Like the stuff with Usopp a lot. I love how it's like a gag. Like, I love that this chapter's called An Older Woman. That's such a random just gag. Like, where is that going to tie into anything? I'm intrigued. Sorry, I'm just reading your message right now. Elbaf may be like the Greek lotus eaters island, who are drugged by the plant of the island. Food and wine. I'm sure you may respirate air to breathe the sleeping mist. Okay. That's interesting. So it's like their homeland is what's like affecting them so much in itself. And that might have to do with this right here. This right here, the tree, you know, the empty like branch, the old branch. Maybe there's something inside the tree that's like bad, and that gets into like this whole mentality of like maybe like staying to our tradition is bad, but I don't know. I feel like you guys might get what I'm saying, but like if what you're saying is true, Will of Dreams, what if the concept of Elbaf itself, like Elbaf is I don't know how to fully describe this, right? The giants staying on Elbaf in turn might be a bad thing. Like literally staying on this island is bad. The concept of it is flawed in a way, like a warrior island place where it's all like, you know, filled with like violence. You know, that's what people of the past were like, this is what Elbaf's all about. This is us. But now it's trying to be more peaceful and like accommodating and stuff. But now it's like, that's not Elbaf. But now if this tree thing you're saying is true, that's almost interesting, because like the land itself is causing them to have these like aggressive thoughts. Interesting. And if it is like a fire related thing, that could if it is a fire related thing, it could essentially like kickstart, like it goes faster and faster. If, you know, the old tree is what causes it, and the fires what like makes the tree more and more messed up, that could be interesting. Sorry, I'm seeing a lot of text walls. I'm just gonna try and go through them bit by bit. The whole thing about Elbaf's weakness is fire and lightning is interesting. So would Sabo and Enel both low diff Elbaf? And does this say that? I mean, I don't think it's literally low diffing the plays. I think that's a bit extreme. It's kind of weird to say that low diffing a location is a thing, because like the location isn't gonna fight back. It's a location. So I don't even know how to begin responding to that. But I mean, of course they would destroy it, but like, how would a location fight back? It's a location. I highly doubt it would be a low diff against every single giant on Elbaf. That would probably be extremely difficult, if anything. Loki in love with death. Emu is death. Lady death. Oldest lady. Well, that's if you believe Emu is a woman. Or at least, you know, there's a lot of theories about Emu. But that's interesting. Ragnir is a hammer like Mjolnir, lightning powered, maybe by Black Conqueror's Hockey, lightning rod, guide, and shoot out. I still think Ragnir is the last road poneglyph made into a hammer. I like that. I like the poneglyph is the weapon. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know how I feel about a Black Conqueror's Hockey railgun, essentially. I think that's a bit much. I think that's too technologically forward for One Piece. To put it bluntly, I think that is literally just too technologically advanced for what we have in the series at this point. Like a railgun kind of thing. We've never seen anything like that. And if we have seen a laser thing, which we have obviously, it's based off of a devil fruit. But there's no electricity in the One Piece world outside of Enel's fruit. So having a railgun thing, which is lightning powered, I think is a bit much. However, I really love the poneglyph is the weapon. That's really cool. And I like that especially because in a lot of, you know, Viking weaponry, there's like those runes on the weapons itself. So that would be a cool way to showcase the poneglyph, which obviously is like a stone with like etchings engraved into it. like a rune essentially. I like that. That's cool. However, I'm not 100% on it. I'm not 100% on it. I also think it more likely than not is a sword, based on what we saw from that last panel. However, if it's a hammer and it's just angled the other way, so it's like facing this way instead of facing this way, I could see that. I see there's a little like indent there, but I'm leaning more towards it being a sword because this could be what cuts down the branches. Because a hammer can't easily slice it like 100% cleanly, like we saw on the other, the one branch earlier. And it would just be a good bookend. I mean, like the beginning of the chapter, after Nami was talking about the treasure, the beginning of the chapter was literally, this is this branch. This branch is you know, it's gone. The reason it's gone, which is interesting. Which is interesting because the branch was cut off to save Elbaf, which again, if this sword / weapon, whatever, if this weapon is the same thing that like cuts off the branches, Loki is seen as being like, oh, he's gonna destroy Elbaf with this branch. It's gonna destroy everything. But it could be what in fact saves Elbaf. So I like that. I like how Loki's in this constantly bouncing around gray area. Very interesting. If Nami was brought to the future as a baby by Toki? What? But Toki was already dead. Toki would have been dead, like, long before this. How would Nami have been brought to the future by Toki if Toki was dead? Toki herself has to go into the future. No, she doesn't. Oh, no. Oh, no. See, I've never heard that theory before. So you're saying that Nami, possibly during that that one island that she was on with Nojiko, was essentially brought into the future from the Void Century, because we know that Toki's from the Void Century, by Toki. And you're saying this because Jarl talks about older women in front of Nami. Literally right there. An older woman. Okay. Intriguing. Intriguing. I don't know how I feel about it, but I see where you're going. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think... I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not against it. We literally know nothing about Nami's backstory, like how she got there, who her parents were, anything. I don't really mind it, to be honest. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. But I'm not gonna like be like, that's the one. You know what I mean? Because I feel like then you would have to go back to Toki. Then you have to go to the Void Century. Then you have to... Yeah, all that. I'm intrigued, though, nevertheless. Hiruden wanted to win the Marimara no Mi so that no one else could use it against their homeland. I love that, Vazu. That's an amazing... That I 100% believe. Because I like that, because Elbaf's greatest weakness is fire. And obviously, he would have the flame fruit. So that he would be the true defender of Elbaf. Because it's like, no one's going to use this against us because we already have it. Very cool. And that would be like a fruit fitting of a king. He's like, oh, I'm the king of fire. And I'm also the king of Elbaf. Really cool. Love that theory. Excuse me. Plants and trees have chlorophyll. Maybe what Vegapunk synthesized to make green blood. Green blood. You're talking about the seraphim blood. The tree is making them crazy and destroying. I feel like the green blood. I like what you're saying. Plants have chlorophyll. Well, think about it like this: devil fruits, right? Fruits obviously come from a plant, so that's possibly where the green comes in. But I do like that concept. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Because plant cells have. Let me just make sure this is correct. Is this correct? No, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, wait, no, I was correct? I was correct. Okay. It's called a chloroplast, and this is something present in all plants, in their cells. And that's what allows it to be have chlorophyll, which makes it green. So I think the devil fruit itself is what made green blood. But I like the concept, though. Underworld primordial world is frozen because Adam Tree blocks out the sun. I agree. What if the underworld is the Garden of Eden? I mean, I definitely like this idea. Because obviously, this would be an inversion thing. Marie Joie is actually hell. While this place that seems like hell is heaven. I like that. I like that. I definitely think it's interesting. Because obviously, the sea level is rising and rising. So, if the sea level keeps rising, then they won't even be able to see this place. Which is interesting. Kid's gun is a railgun. That is true. Kid's gun is a railgun. But you gotta remember, it's not an electric-based thing. There is no electricity in One Piece. He's using magnetism. I don't know how. I'm gonna be so serious. I don't know how it works. Kid, he doesn't have electricity, but he has magnetism. And I know that in a railgun, things shoot out through the energy, but I don't know what kind of energy it would be. I have no idea. I'm not scientifically inclined enough to know how a railgun works in One Piece. But what I'm basically getting at is, I don't think that, well, actually, see, I would say that, but I do have to remember that giants are like the oldest society in One Piece. They could have access to like electric stuff because electricity seemingly was a thing beforehand, and then it wasn't a thing. So it could be possible. It could be possible. So intriguing. I'm definitely more on the side of it not being. I'm definitely on the side of it not being a railgun kind of thing, because that just seems like too high tech. But I gotta remember, Egghead, which is the island of the past, was the most futuristic one. So it's possible. It's possible, and a railgun could be cool. I just feel like it's more likely than not a sword. Yeah, I like this Roger Whitebeard thing as well. Turn the world upside down. Cool idea. I like that. Do you think the branch that fell off is the handle to the hammer? You're talking about the Ragnar thing. Personally, no. Because you got to think about it like this. if one of those branches, right, is big enough to hold a village of giants, like Loki is big, right? But he is not as big as an essentially island-sized branch. Probably multiple island-sized branches. I feel like the branch is too ridiculously huge to be the handle of the sword. There's no way. Yeah, railgun is definitely... I feel like it's magnetism that makes a railgun work. I just don't know what it shoots out, is what I'm saying. Also, lingonberries are mentioned by Ripley as being her favorite. It may come from the Adam tree as well. That would be cute. Obviously, the lingonberries is a Scandinavian, like, fruit. I think it's Norwegian, if I'm being specific. I think it's specifically from Norway. But personally, I don't think it's anything really that deep. I think it's just a cute little allusion to like more Scandinavian culture. We've seen this with the Hakarl stuff. We saw it with Ragnar, Loki. We've seen it with the attacks that Dorian Broggie used in Egghead. Like, I think it's just another fun little allusion, you know. With the fermented shark meat being a thing they eat, it does make sense that lingonberries would be a thing they eat as well, because it's a part of their culture. Well, at least the basis of the culture, obviously, like Viking culture. So that's what I'm more leaning towards, personally. But yeah, let me see. I'm looking at the wiki page right now. This is so crazy. Oh, I found the quote here. Plants, trees, vines, flowers, insects, fish, birds, and animals. Everything is breathtakingly huge. So, that's the quote from Arnaud. And obviously, it's like, okay, if everything is breathtakingly huge, you know, it's kind of like Long Ring Longland in a way, where everything gets bigger as it like stays there. But in this case, it's not them getting like bigger literally. It could be. It's not them getting bigger literally. It's them getting like emotionally more bombastic or whatever. At least that's what I'm assuming. The theory is you know, the base for the theory. This cover for the volume is so good. I like Usopp's purple fit. It's a very unorthodox color for Usopp. I'm a big fan of it. You'd think he would have yellow, like always, but no. He's not there. Oh, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Wow. Wow. One Piece is insane. Insane story. Giants lives on the branch, yeah. Railgun shoots metal with magnetic force. Uses electricity to function. Okay. See, well, the thing is, in One Piece, the people don't know what electricity is. So Kid must have made a railgun. Nobody knows what electricity is. Nobody. So he had to have made it some way. I don't know how, but he did it some way. Because nobody has ever made a reference to electricity. There's never been an allusion to it. So there's always some reason. And obviously with Kid being a very mechanical focused character, they'll find some way to meander their way around it. Like ooh, we could do that. I know there's a SBS. I forgot about that. think the town on that branch is important like the home of a buccaneer. Interesting. Interesting. What I'm thinking possibly, if we're going back to the branch, it says long ago, one day lightning struck. So, is lightning striking for a reason? I don't know. Is that a lie? Because it says long ago. Not entirely sure, but it would be interesting. Because obviously people think buccaneers are like a fusion giant human. So that intriguing. Intriguing. Alright, let's see. I do want to see this here. I want to see, where is it? The SBS. Because I know an SBS was just shown, because volume 111 came out, and I want to see all the questions. I was going to say that because it popped in my head. I was like, if that question about the railgun was asked in an SBS, Oda would probably be like, he would be like, whoa. So, intriguing. But what we're going to do, we're going to look at the SBS. I think 111 is the first one of Elbaf, which is cool. Which is cool. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Alright. I guess we will go to Twitter, I guess? I don't know if it's on the wiki. I haven't seen it. Oh, 111. Is it here? SBS notes. Oh, okay. No. That's like immediate summary. I want to read the questions. I saw one thing and I was like, whoa. So let's go to, I guess Archer. Archer probably posted them. He's pretty quick with the translations. March 3rd. Okay. So it's not out yet. Not out yet. Apparently Hanafuda is important here. Apparently. I'm intrigued. I like how we're getting more of Hanafuda. What a strange character. It's just like this guy is just slowly... SBS volume 111. Oh, nothing. It's just nothing yet. Okay, great. So I'm gonna see if I can find it. SBS. Let's just go on Twitter. SBS 111. I'm gonna block my screen just so I don't get immediately spoiled if anything shows up. Okay. Alright, I found some. Okay. Cool. Cool. Okay. Techie posted a video and has a link to it. Alright, I'll check his video out. Hopefully it is. Hanafuda backstory and name of the planet. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Alright. Post a link to it. Reddit SBS thread. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Nice. Alright. Let's start reading. So Reddit, yeah, I found it. Alright. Hello, my little Oda. I want to know how Kid managed to steal Big Mom's poneglyph. I'll send lots of kisses. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Oh, this is someone from France. Hey, your mistaken Japanese is so cute. You're writing from France, huh? I'll send you kisses too. Now, getting straight to the point, he attacked one of Big Mom's warships, defeated the officers, Commander Snack. So, okay, another bum who beat Snack. Because people were always gassing up a Rouge for beating Snack. Kid did the same thing. No wonder Kid isn't one of the sweet... Kid. No wonder Snack isn't one of the sweet commanders anymore. He sucks. He got the copy of the road poneglyph in exchange for sparing Snack. Intriguing. That's it. It was also said that Kid ran away when he saw Big Mom, but in reality, his goal was simply to steal the poneglyph. Cool. Okay, Kid beat Snack. That's how I got the... Wow. Dude, Snack, such a bum. It's crazy. Snack is lame. Okay. Okay. In Volume 109's SBS, it was revealed that Hanafuda exists. Is he the father of Ulti and Page 1? What? Okay, sure. Okay. Huh? You were talking about that guy, the former warlord of the sea who got taken down by Ace. I thought I hit it really well. Whatever. Yes, he is. Lol. How? How does he know? How did they, like, pick up on this? But what you really meant to ask is the relationship between Hanafuda and Kaido, right? As pirates, they have clashed in the past, but ultimately formed an alliance due to their common goal. He has such faith in Kaido that he would entrust his own children to him. His hobby of collecting Zoan fruits is to help strengthen the beast pirates too. Hanafuda is one of the many who was captivated by Kaido's strength and gave their all to help him ascend the throne of Pirate King. After being defeated by Ace and being banished from the warlords, he was killed by pirates whom he made a grudge against while on his way to his children. Okay, that's very interesting. How did they like piece it together that it's like Ulti and Page 1's dad though? That's so crazy. Also, low-key, kind of sad that Oda didn't say Ace killed him, because that was crazy. Like I really liked Ace killing this guy. It was like, what? It was such a wild like thing. So cute. I just want to look him up real quick. Hanafuda, One Piece. How are you getting Ulti or Page 1 from this? How? I don't really get the... I don't get the correlation. I mean, I'll look into it. King of Lizards. Former Warlord of the Sea. Had an interest in collecting ancient Zoan devil fruits. I remember that. This is so bizarre. It's so bizarre. I mean, Hanafuda is a card game. That's a good segue. His name is based on a card game. That's crazy. I didn't even put that together, the card game scheme. I didn't put that together. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Alright, we move. Cool reveal. Odachi, can you show us the miracle combination after 20 years? How would it look like? Will it turn into Super Gargan 3? Okay. Oh. Okay. So, this is the... I remember this one SBS where he did like a cursed like fusion. But it was only 7 Straw Hats at the time. That's wild. Yeah, Wano's eye catchers were Hanafuda cards. Exactly. So this one's different. Oh, we even have Gear 5 Luffy and Luffy. Cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's really interesting, the Gear 5 edition. I like the Nami tattoo and the Frankie like buff shoulders. Cool. This is so cursed. This is so cursed. Alright, that's fun. I want to know how Arlong's reaction when he found out Jinbei joined the Straw Hats. Okay. I'm low-key kind of annoyed. Low-key. Because the shirt. This is Arlong's normal shirt. Yeah. Okay, so I'm low-key, I'm a bit annoyed. Why is Arlong not rested? What's Arlong up to? We haven't seen him once in like 1,000 chapters, bro. What are you up to? There's no way you're not going to be a part of the story by the end of this. There's no way. You're too important to two of our main characters to not be back. And now we're seeing him. I want to know Arlong's reaction when he found out Jinbei joined the Straw Hats. And he's doing the Robin Wano face, you know. He's doing that. He's doing the meme. What are you up to? You're not in prison clothes. You have your hat. You have your shirt. What's up, bro? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Odachi, recently dirty jokes are kind of popular among boys. Most of them are One Piece readers. Is One Piece actually the cause of it? Yeah, let's sue. What? Okay. Interesting. Oda, if you could eat 2 devil fruits, which one would you eat? I want to have the clear fruit and the rumble fruit. I wonder if Oda would pick them too. I could have 2 clear fruit, parentheses, absolutely. And which one? Clear fruit, parentheses, absolutely. And clear fruit, parentheses, absolutely. And warp fruit, objective decision. It's so I can save people. Nominal reason. I like that right after the dirty jokes one. That's so weird. Yeah, Doflamingo and Hanafuda. That is pretty wild. I don't see vertical speech bubbles very often in One Piece. Longer sentences are broken into multiple lines of bubbles. Why is that? Oh, you noticed that, huh? I'm kind of nervous now, though. Though, I think back in the early parts of the series, I did use vertical speech bubbles. Then one day, I saw that in the overseas editions, the horizontal-oriented English text were jam-packed into the narrow bubbles. Since a lot of localizations used horizontal-oriented text, I made the bubbles in a way that would make it easy to read no matter what language it's translated into. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Okay, this one's just a cute little gag about him getting a new nickname. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Shaka said that when Zoan Devil Fruits users awaken their abilities, it often leads to their nature being completely taken over. So the jailer beasts in Impel Down were also originally humans who got taken over by the fruits. Yes, Lucci, you're at risk, bro. Guys, I don't want to be that guy right now. I really don't want to be that guy. But I literally said this. And the fact that he literally even says, Lucci, you're at risk. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Is that what's going to happen to Lucci? Is Lucci going to end up like one of these because of him fumbling Egghead? I literally thought this was going to happen. Well, not on Egghead. On Elbaf. Because I thought Lucci was going to come to Elbaf. Lucci's going to turn to one of these things. While Luffy successfully awakens. Oh my god, dude. This is so insane. Oda knows. He even said, Lucci, you're at risk. That's crazy. That's so crazy. If Luffy had 6 satellites like Vegapunk, how will they look like? And it's 5 Yorks and 1 Atlas. That's awesome. Good morning, Oda. How does Shanks roll up his sleeve when he's missing one arm? What? You're focusing on that? That's true. But don't worry. That shirt just looks like that. There are many kinds of shirts, right? Short sleeved, long sleeved, rolled sleeve. There you go. It's just a shirt with rolled sleeves. Have you ever seen a shirt? Have you ever seen it with unrolled sleeves? Huh? That's cute. Odachi, hello. In chapter 987, was the bridge that the Roger Pirates saw, and Odin saw, Tequila Wolf or Bourbon Wolf? And what is the name of the planet that Luffy and the others are adventuring in? Wow. What? You're focusing on that? You literally started the exact same way. The planet is called Blue Planet. And the bridge that Odin saw, it's not Tequila Wolf. How did I know that? How did I know that? I won't say it's Bourbon Wolf, but it's not Tequila Wolf. That's my answer. We find out there are 4 bridges in chapter 1125, so there's no way you can know that in chapter 967, but looking back, why did I think so? Amazing. Cool. Ooh, this is fun. Hello, Oda. What happens to man-made devil fruits when the user dies? It becomes a fruit again, right? Nope, it disappears. Very cool. Very, very cool. It's a one-time use kind of thing. Okay. Is there a name for the Celestial Dragon hairstyle that looks like a banana? You call it a banana. That surprised me. Well, there doesn't seem to be an official name for it, and they don't really talk about it. So the Celestial Dragon hairstyle is called Noble Opener, since it looks like a wine opener. I see. I see. Yeah, I get what he's saying. It's easy to remember. Did you all open it? That's cool. Oda, hello. In my previous school, I did Sanji's Diable Jambe while spinning around, and then all my friends started ignoring me. What did I do wrong? That's the society we live in. Fun. Okay. My mother said that anime is for kids, and my friend don't really read manga, but after seeing the live action, they started reading the manga and got hooked on it. I'm so happy. Oda, you're really different from the average person. What devil fruit did you eat that you can also be involved in the live action while still drawing the manga? Alright, this is a super happy postcard. It's from overseas, but here we are. Your mother said that anime is for kids, did she? It's common that in foreign countries, the adults generally don't seem to read manga or watch anime. In Japan, it used to be like that too. It would be amazing if there's a universal magazine where anyone can enjoy manga series, regardless of age. It really motivates me. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. That was realistically probably someone from like Europe or America, realistically. When Jinbei brushes his teeth, does he use a regular sized toothbrush? Wouldn't it be hard to do with a normal toothbrush? Jinbei brushes his teeth with a scrubbing brush, but he only carefully brushes the big fangs once a week. He sheds the other teeth with a whoosh. Since he's a shark, his teeth grow back easily. That's cool. Alright, last one. Gear 5, Gomu Gomu Dawn paper. So it's just turning white. Stop! Everything's turning white. The paper's turning blank. Okay, the SBS ends here. See you next volume. It's Alright, very cool. Very good SBS. Obviously, the Lucci thing is crazy. That he literally says it. That's insane. Definitely my highlight of the SBS. The Hanafuda Kaido stuff was really cool. Really enjoyed that. Seeing Arlong, kind of strange. What is he up to? Kid beating Snack, cool as well. So Arlong, Kid, Hanafuda, and of course Lucci. Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm very excited. I did really like the 5 Yorks, 1 Atlas. That was awesome. That was great. Also, that's kind of fun because York is Vegapunk 6, 5 6s, 5 6, Luffy, cute. Okay, I like that. But that is probably gonna be it for me. We've been going for almost an hour and a half now. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Overall, really great chapter. Thoroughly enjoyed this one. I am looking forward to next week with our next chapter. I think it'll be very good. Honestly, I feel like the Lucci awakened thing, that's crazy. The fact they brought it up, that's so wild to me. Lucci is at risk. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, I just want to say thank you to everyone who stopped by. I'm going to see if I can redirect to anyone real quick. If we can. If we can. Thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider liking the stream. Or, you know, checking in on whoever. Oh, hold up. I think Volume 1 might be live relatively soon. So I'm going to redirect you guys to there. Hopefully it's not too long. Oh, it'll be in 15 minutes. So if you guys want to watch them react to it as well, / talk about it, you know, do their little discussions, you know what I'm saying? Check them out. I'm going to redirect to them real quick. So it'll be before their stream starts. But hey, you get a little advance or whatever. So that'll be it for me. Great chapter. Hopeful for Usopp. That's fun. So, hope you enjoyed. Take care.